Hi folks, I thought I'd try something a little bit different in this one. This is a box. I had a few boxes that I had made up of, this was probably about 10 years ago or so, that I thought, these are some comics that I think someday might actually be worth something, more than the average comic book. So this is A to AS. So let's have a look at these and see if I pulled out
You're
any
smarter than the
gems.
average bear, I
Yeah,
guess.
let's see if I was right on any of this stuff. So this one, it's hard to say. $20.99 unlimited ash can. Who knows? I'd have to look it up and see if there's even any of these on eBay. It's rare that you can't find something, but you never know. So jury's out. 52. I'm sure that there was a time, I think, that somebody was introduced in this issue that made it worth a little bit more than the average, but I'm not sure if there's anything special about it. A plus X, I thought X-Men, surely this is, and then, all those movies were coming out, so I thought surely this is going to be something that people might really get a kick out of, but...
A is Avengers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so A plus X, I don't know if, if these are worth anything special. Absolute Carnage, I thought Venom, Carnage, how could it possibly miss? And, yeah, anyway, there's Absolute Carnage. I have 2 variant covers, I think. So if anyone's interested in Absolute Carnage #5 variant, please let me know. This must be in here because I thought it was great, but I'm not sure if anybody else really remembers it as fondly as I do. This is a #1 Arrow. It's just kind of rare. I mean, I don't know if this one is a valuable issue or not. I just thought it's an interesting looking character. It's a #1, so I'll pick up a couple of copies. So I have 2. So we'll see.
That is a couple.
Yeah. A-Force. I thought, sure, this is a thing related to the X-Men, so, or Avengers. So yeah, why not?
Why does it look like Gamora's in there?
That's She-Hulk. Yeah. I believe that's Loki. Beta Ray Bill. Captain Marvel, and I'm not sure who that is.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he was a character in Thor. There's A-Force, some more of that. So, second version of A-Force. So apparently it was popular enough to have a second series. So, might be something fun to check up on when I finish with this video. Now, Agents of Atlas, I thought, yeah, here's a #1. This might be something too. So, I don't know if it worked out, but I guess we'll find out. So maybe I'll check this out when I go.
Atlas the Titan. Agents of Atlas. Is that Atlas like the Titan from Greek mythology? Or
no, Atlas was Marvel Comics' original publishing company.
Oh,
That was they changed it to Marvel, I think, in the 50s. But so here's more Agents of Atlas. And a strong implication that this is like, I think this is a World War II thing. There's Namor and Captain America are involved, so who knows what the story is. I have to admit, I didn't read it myself, so I can't say. But I thought,
the Jade Claw.
Yeah, there's Agents of Atlas 1. I thought maybe it could be something. Age of Ultron. I was sure that Age of Ultron would be something, especially in light of there being a movie, but apparently I was the only one who thought this, or at least, or I missed the boat, one of the two. Just like, it seemed that nobody cared. So, Age of Ultron, I seem to have missed the boat on that now. Akira, on the other hand, I've blathered about this to my sons on multiple occasions about how great this series was and how great the movie was, especially when my younger son starts talking about anime. This is my only exposure really.
I was gonna say, I don't remember you blathering to me about a movie about Akira.
Yeah, this is my only real exposure to anime in any fashion. But this was just so great. The art and story were just so amazing. The animated movie is fantastic. It's just, I think
were they amusing, amazing, or both?
They were amazing. I don't know why I said amusing, but this one actually may be a little bit more valuable than your average comic book, just because the print run, I think, was very low in the higher numbers of Akira. But I can't recommend Akira enough. That's just a fantastic series. Now, Alias. This is Brian Michael Bendis. This eventually became Jessica Jones and featured the Purple Man and all that kind of stuff. So these may actually have some, extra speculative value, but I have a bunch of them, so maybe one of these days I'll have to dig them out and see if anybody's interested in them on eBay. And if you are interested in any copies of Alias, I even have Purple Part 1, which I think is the an issue where Purple Man is first introduced to the Jessica Jones life. So if you're interested in these books, by all means, please let me know, and I'll put together an auction for you, and you can have them for your own collection. Alien, this could be something. I think that these type of things do fairly well with back issue buyers. So all new Section 8 number 2.
What are back issue buyers?
Just people who buy old comics and or older comics that are looking for something interesting, or that's a hot issue or whatever the case is. So
Okay.
so this is All-Star Superman, which by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely, which actually was pretty good and very popular. Unfortunately, I only have later issues here, so anybody who's looking for the 1 or 2 issues, I don't have that. This is Amalgam, which was a really cool thing that Marvel and DC did, is they got together and combined a Marvel and a DC character and made a 1-issue limited issue, and it was really a cool experiment. I wish they could do that again someday. So this is Bat Thing, so it's Batman and Man Thing melded together. Really great idea, Amalgam. So Amazing Fantasy, if anybody recalls, Spider-Man was introduced in Amazing Fantasy 15, and it was the last issue of the series. So Marvel came back 30, 40 years later and put him at Amazing Fantasy 16. Interesting, but whether or not the speculative has any speculative value, I guess, remains to be seen. But I do have 16, 17, and 18 if anyone's interested. And I think it was written by Kurt Busiek, so the stories were excellent, if nothing else. Amazon's Attack, number 1. This one, Angela, this is Angela 1, 2, and 3. She was a character that was introduced in Spawn number 9, and I think the Angela appearance in Spawn number 9 is somewhat of a collector's issue. And when I say somewhat, it's possible it could sell for $10. I don't know what the speculative...
That's a collector's issue.
I mean, it's more than your standard comic book. I mean, there are dollar boxes all over the place, so if something sells for $10, that's a speculating success. Angela miniseries 1, 2, and 3, another set. So apparently I have multiple sets of Angela. I have 3 sets of Angela 1, 2, 3. So if you're interested, let me know. Annihilation. I can't remember if these characters ever went anywhere. I thought that there might be a TV show or something, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, anyway, this is number 1, so it was pretty cool. I mean, Keith Giffen was involved, so it's a great story. And as you can see, I got a whole bunch of copies of number 1, and there's number 5, which I believe that is Ronan, but I'm not sure about that.
Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's the guy. So this is Abnett and Lanning. They're excellent creators who often work together. And this is number 1, Annihilation Conquest. This is Annihilators. Again, Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. And again, number 1. So we shall see. Annihilators Earthfall. Abnett and Lanning. Again, number 1 again. So, Ant, I doubt this is worth anything at all. This is just a crazy image series that I was able to see low numbers, and I see Spawn on the cover, so I think it might be related to Spawn in some way, but I'm not sure exactly what the story with Ant is, but I don't know if there's anything special about this series. Aquaman Rebirth, of course, number 1. Astonishing X-Men. Now this one maybe. X-Men number 1. Anything X-Men, of course, but it's also Joss Whedon and John Cassidy on the art. So
Joss Whedon wrote comics.
Yeah. Here's the alternate version of Astonishing X-Men number 1. Next one, Astonishing X-Men number 4. So yeah, I have a bunch of these Astonishing X-Men issues. Number 10. And this number 16. So Joss Whedon stayed on it for a while. It's a variant edition of number 22, and that's Astonishing X-Men 23. And then this is a Legacy. It has a I think it's multiple things on the cover depending on how you you view it. So that's pretty cool. So here's Astro City, number 1/2. So this is from Image Homage. This is by Brent Anderson and I think his name Blyberg. I can't remember what his first name was. Anyway, so this is Kurt Busiek's Astro City, and that was just a really cool series. And I think Alex Ross did some of the painted covers. So yeah, so there's some really interesting stuff. And again, you know, at the time, I guess I was speculating that somebody might want this in the future, and I guess it remains to be seen. This is Astro City number 22, and that's number 20. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I guess it shows what, you know, over time, you know, sometimes you think something's going to be really special and it turns out not to be, and then something comes along that nobody ever expected, like Hulk 271, the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. I mean, who could have seen that coming? That they would.
Rocket first appeared in a Hulk cartoon?
Yeah, comic book.
Or comic book, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that was just one of those ones that, you know, I had been collecting for a long time, and I never saw, I never thought that Rocket Raccoon would be implemented into a Marvel movie, but there you go. So we'll see. Maybe the A to AS box will yield fruit someday, and I'll have, you know, a $200 issue in my hands, but that remains to be seen. So I thought that might be fun. Hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you again soon. Thanks a lot. See ya.